Hi there everyone, welcome to the YouTube video here on the channel. A few weeks ago I watched a Grim Reapers video and they were looking at the feasibility of basically what if China attacked a West Coast US port or Guam. Now, was West Coast US port using carrier grid. I've decided to recalibrate this site because I don't think the Chinese Navy is going to have the capability to reach out and touch the sort of continental United States for the next 10 years. The reason I say that is I think even USN, who have been doing global operations for how long now, would struggle to do all the operations they're doing off China right now without forward bases in places like Japan. So here is my thinking for today. What we're going to do is we're going to basically suppose that China has managed to sneak 3 Type 055 destroyers to within range of Guam. Now, the US hasn't noticed this somehow. Someone in naval intelligence has just, I don't know, quite frankly. But what we're going to be doing is, like I said, we're going to be doing an attack here against Guam. Now, Guam knows we're coming. They figured it out finally. The way I've configured Guam is based off Google Maps. If you look on Google Maps, this is the layout here. You've got 2 Sea Fighter style ships, an Arleigh Burke. I've not bothered to model the submarine because, frankly, submarines will not play a part in this. I wouldn't attack a submarine anyway in this sort of combat simulation, and I just don't think they're worth it. I've placed a large NASAMS 3 battery here. It is AMRAAM ERs, AMRAAM Xs, and as a goalkeeper at the back of the battery is also a CRAM. They are on red alert, ready to attack, or ready to defend, sorry. Over here, we've got PAC-3 Patriot system. This is probably the meat of the defence, really, and this is defending Anderson, which is a key sort of strategic point on Guam. The Arleigh Burke has been crash-sailed with its crew, and it's basically been put off the coast of Guam, sort of in the line of fire, to try and intercept any rounds or take any bullets, so that the port facility doesn't. What we're going to do is we're going to drag and move that out of the way so you can actually see a bit better. And we're going to set some attacks up. So, one of the Type 055s only is going to attack Arleigh Burke. Simultaneously, the other Type 055 will attack the USS Oak Hill. Lastly, I'm also, and I know this is going to be a hypersonic round, which annoys me, it's going to be a cruise missile, so it's not going to be a time on target strike like I would like, is going to attack the center point there of the battery, and then it's going to basically fire 2 to be honest, oh god, they're already firing. Shit, I haven't paused the game. I forgot I hadn't paused the game. And they are going to attack the LTAMDs as well. So that is going to be our initial sort of volley of fire. I'm going to actually fire a second round into the basic critical area. The reason I'm firing at this critical area, I'll pause the game really quickly to show you. This is basically the brains of the Patriot. The cab over truck there with the antenna sticking out, that is the ECS, the Engagement Control Center. That is where the operator who runs Patriot sits. Here, this is the power plant, and the ICC is basically the communication site for the whole thing. What I'm doing is I'm putting rounds basically in the middle of these things, and don't do this in the worst way in the world, but you put a 500-pound bomb there, all 3 of those are going to be wiped out. I'm also attacking the radar, because the radar, again, is essential to Patriot operation. You can attack any of those launchers, and they will be absolutely fine. If there's one left standing, Patriot can still act. Knock out this area here, Patriot can't still attack. So, missiles now on the way. As you can see, these are heffing high-speed, great big monster things, YJ-21s. We are going to watch these on their parabola, and we're going to watch what comes up to meet them. So, remember, it is the Patriot. It is the Arleigh Burke that's sitting off the coast there. PAC-2 is getting involved. SM-3s are the initial rounds going out. SM-3 is going to be the first round to get there. This missile self-destructs. I think that is as it enters the upper atmosphere, or the height limit within the game, if something goes wrong, it just kaputs the missile. But 70,000 feet, I've had jets up there, so that should be fine. Looking over here, you've got SM-6, SM-3s, SM-2s. MRs, which are the up-to-date SM2s, really. We've got a string of YJs coming in. It's going to be interesting to see how this reacts, actually. Got rims coming up in defence. YJs are getting close. This one looks promising. That is a promising round right there. Ooh, no, this one's not even going. This one's going for the Oak Hill. Rip Oak Hill. Oh, wow! Something got it there. I think Pack this. That's interesting. So Pack 2, if you attack sort of ships in this area, it's fine. Ship in this area isn't fine to attack because Pack 2 in this area, you'll see, tries to intercept, loses energy and self-destructs. We're seeing Amram ERs. That's what's defending it. Wow. Amram ER Bestia. Trying to find what that Amram ER is trying to chase would be great. No, that's gone dumb. Oak Hill, by the way. He's firing like crazy, but its own rims stop that hypersonic. Wow. This is literal insanity, this attack. Oh, Artie Burke's just been hit. Artie Burke's gone. Yep, Artie Burke is sinking out fast. Look at that. It's literally, I just saw the flash. He's done. So that has severely hampered the air defence capacity on the island. Interesting, SM6 is self-guiding. It's defended him. But yeah, so Oak Hill is still standing, but a second volley's come out. He is attacking Oak Hill, confirmed. This guy here is not. This guy here is now going to be told to attack the IADs. So we're going to basically just start putting rounds into this area here. Even if I can get any rounds at all to hit this battery, the whole thing will kaplunk just due to the way it's positioned. So we are absolutely fine for that. Let's hang on. I'm going to pause the game. I'm going to take stock because this is happening really quickly because the rounds are really quick. We are going to take stock and see how many batteries we've got left. So NASAM's 3, Amram ERs, some have been used but not many, and we've got all of our AIM-9Xs still to play for. This is interesting. Right, I'm going to quickly check my thing here because I've got a ping there, which I do want to see. Right, I'll deal with that in a moment. So YJ21's coming in. We're going to watch it from here and see what happens. Pack 2s are engaging. This is good. This means we are draining the Patriot. That is, in any sense, it's going to mean the cruise missile attack that is coming is going to do better. Now, cruise missile attack, I'm going to actually just send another volley at the airfield. We're going to hit long. There, so that's going to be basically when it starts knocking at the airfield. Look at that. Whoa! Amram's defending here. Amram ER Bestia. This is basically an SM2, or SM2 with an Amram Seeker head. Oh, that's interesting. Something's just hit him. Why are we still attacking him, boys? Didn't I tell you not to attack him anymore? Yeah? And interesting. Do apologise for programming disruption today, folks. A rim is going to defend this shit. Do not underestimate a rim. A rim might be a tiny piece of crap 20 grand missile. Oh, so an AMRAAM has missed. Power rims are up. Hang on, I'm going to check the unit cost of a rim 116. RAM 116. Sorry, I'm just curious at this point. Block price. A list price on Wikipedia is not listed. Unit cost 1 million. Okay, it's $1 million missile, but compare that to Patriot that is doing nothing. This is basically, we're just throwing coins at this thing. Right. Oh, no, it phased through the rim. By the looks of things. It phased through the rim. Room wasn't quick enough to detonate. Oh. I mean, to be honest, you're doing Mach 5. Who knows? Right, Mach 5, 220 feet. I mean, to be fair, at this speed as well, just the damage of this missile flying over the top of these buildings will be substantial. Bang! Dead. And Amram-ER's going dumb there. But you can see, even these YJs are still firing in. They are now, like I say, triggering. See, secondary. Look at that. That Amram is just went circling around there. YJ-21 railing in. High speed. Pang. Just hitting the corpse of the LSD at this point. We've overwhelmed the IADs now. So we've got an attack launched on them. I'm just sort of talking myself through here. We're also going to do an attack on the Walter SDL here. That's going to be one round. And this is right next to CDC cold storage. Now, if I'm China, and I don't care about sort of rules of war, I happen to know that is where the US keeps their they're not nice stuff. Like when they did destruction of sarin gas and shit, that was where that was done. So if you know, basically, if you want to spread panic among the local populace, attack that. Yeah, cool. Thanks. Love you long time. Yeah, it's one of those things. I'm not being funny, but war's not honourable. You know, good people do horrible things in war, and frankly, it's the best way to achieve your ends meet. So I'm also going to attack not the SDL, the Patuxent, which is at the oil farm. What I'm going to do is attack the oil farm primarily, and then that'll create a fire basically, which will be massive to deal with. Let's see how that goes. Wow! Look at the amount of missiles coming off boats here. This is relatively insane. Great. We will now also start slinging into the battery here. I'm just going to basically put a hole in each runway. Not masses, but just enough to really inconvenience the immediate resupply operation. What I would do if I was China in this as well, I would put just, you know, a cruise missile at Rhoda, a cruise missile at Tinian, a cruise missile at Saipan as runway, just to make it really difficult to resupply this area now, and a cruise missile into Ol Forte as well. Right, we're going to fast forward time, and we're going to see what's happened. I'll see what happens, I should say. So, bear in mind, these missiles are at low level. They're at 160 feet of AGL. I keep pressing the wrong bloody button. Right, sorry about that. Now, what I think is what's happening here is there's basically like a ridge of cliffs. It's below the radar. Radar can't see it now. Fair enough. We've also got our 2 waves of missiles coming in for the other targets. This is going to be intense. I'm going to fast forward time for them to get closer. We're going to watch these missiles go in first. We're probably going to see Patriot drain itself. Patriot, you can see most of the Pack 3s are still standing. Pack 2s are mainly expended. But we've only got 24 rounds of Pack 3. That's actually about 20 rounds. So we'll see how this one goes. Yes, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 rounds that it's firing. So we'll see how this does. To be fair, I think just the rate of targets is spicy enough to mean that one missile should get through. 1 missile out of 16 is all we need, and that's about the PK I'm expecting. So missiles are now visible to the target radars. There you go. Pack 3 is coming out. Pack 3 immediate fire there. So Patriot is now in automated mode. Patriot can return to automatic mode. This will just be Patriot's computer going spicy target, spicy target, spicy target, hit, hit, hit. Keep attacking, keep attacking, keep attacking. Oh, miss. Hang on, I am following. Yeah, okay, we're getting good PK here from Patriot. This is going to be interesting. Oh, this is something to watch, boys. Whoa. There's that much smoke, it gets difficult to see if there's a missile coming for you. Hang on, what are we looking like now for Pack 3s? So we've got 3 CJ-10s and 1 Pack 3 in the air. I'm just going to watch this from this perspective for now. Bang! Pack 3's got this one. Oh, this last round coming in here, this is going to get close. It's got through. So, if that was a Pack 2, which it is actually, this might be snookered. It's down to this last missile. There are no other CJ-10s in the air. No, that's a Pack 3. It's a Pack 3. So, the key difference between Pack 2 and Pack 3, Pack 2 explodes and creates a debris cloud. Pack 3, that impacts the actual target. That's a miss. I don't think that'll fuse. Whew! I mean, it was close, but that's a miss from Pack 3. Bang! Just like that. Just like that. In one foul explosion, the Patriot is silenced. I mean, we need to have expended the bastard anyway, but there you have it. Right, now comes the cruise missile attack on the actual harbour facility. Ironically, it's composed of more missiles. LOL! To be fair, I'd probably give more credit for a NASAMS in a close range fight like this than I do Patriot. So let's see how this does. Missiles coming in. Missiles are going to be popping up now. We should see AMRAAMs engaging. Literally, you can see the battery there next to the airfield. Bloody CRAM's having a go. Oh, this is the cold storage facility attack, remember? This is going to be unpleasant. Oh no, this is what the rest of you is getting a pasting. Boom. This ship gone. Ship gone. Now, these explosions, like I said, anything on the ship's now secondary. And if you look, so is parts of the fire cold storage now. At this point, this is all about inconveniencing the Americans. Look at that, AIMRAAM X2 is going up. Slightly thinks it's a Python. I will fix that in a later video, in a future patch, now that I know that's an issue. CJ-10's getting through, and look at that, they are still hitting the ship actually. This next string will hit the ground. Probably. No, they're going for the ship too. Fun. Well, you know what? They would have hit the cold storage is definitely ablaze at this point. Oh, wait, break. Look at that. The first missile that hit knocked out the entire NASAMS battery. At this point, they're just pasting him. Stop hitting him. He's clearly dead. That's pretty insane. So what we've shown here is without an effective counterattack. I wonder, has this got any rounds left in it? Because we've got one last target that needs taking out. And that is, and we'll show you on Google Maps. Stand by. There you go. The Navy laundry. Now, you see, you may think attacking a laundry building is a waste of ammunition. I can tell you it is not a waste of ammunition. Here's how I know this. Just need one round to hit that, and the entire base is going to be in really uncomfortable, sweaty, smelly clothes in hot weather. It is actually a freaking genius target to attack. Stand by whilst I double check notes here. It is second inlet there. Second inlet, not here on this one, interestingly. we will just assign that building there as the Navy laundry. Well, actually, it was sort of in this area here, so we'll just assign that as the target there. There you have it. Right. Just firing our last missiles out here at this point. You can see, just looking at the ships, they're closed the hatches, but the VLSs will be drained. So what we'll be doing now is this ship is done its job. It's going to go to a flank bell and basically run for the hills. This ship is going to go to a flank bell and run for the hills. And this guy, flank bell, run for the hills. So as these missiles are on their way, last sort of 8 missiles of the engagement, they are going to be turning and running and leaving. They came, they saw, they fucked it up. Ships, so we've not killed all the ships in the harbour. We don't need to. Logistics ships are important, but what would you rather have? 2 of these or an Ollie Burke? The answer is an Ollie Burke. An Ollie Burke can probably carry as much as these two things can. Okay, got this thing survived. I think the missiles are actually on the way to attack that oil farm. To be totally honest with you, we've caused that much havoc across the base. The odds of an oil farm fire spreading and hitting this ship which is taking oil, pretty goddamn high. This is the Costco ship, which has been providing all our targeting data all along, because Costco's Chinese owned. We've not wrecked Anderson, so you could fly another Patriot in tomorrow. But militarily, we've caused substantial damage with just 3 ships. It shows that, frankly, do I think this is a realistic thing that could happen? We'll watch the ships as we do our debrief, and they make haste away. Do I think this is a thing that's likely to happen anywhere in the world today? The answer to that, honestly, no, I don't. Reason for that, I'm just going to turn the audio down a bit because it's a bit loud. Honestly, here's the thing. US Navy knows, or NATO in general, knows PLAN has Capable Service Combatants. They know what those are. They are being tracked. In an environment where you deny satellites, you've still got SIG internealant. And don't get me wrong, secure comms are a thing. But in the same way that I think China has the capacity to listen into a lot, if not all, of secure naval comms, I think that USN, USN, everyone's got the capacity to listen to themselves, basically. Here's another thing as well. That's Guam, that's China. There ain't much in the middle here, but there is stuff. There are other ships going places. The odds of you being spotted, making your way, it's about check distance from Shanghai to Guam. 1,800 miles. So what, at a speed of 18 knots, that's 1,000 hours. Stand by. 80... It's what? So, no. 18 knots times 10. So in 10 hours you've covered 108 miles. So it's 100 hours. So 100 hours to days. What, about 5 days? What, 4.1 days of sail. If you can do it at 18 knots all the way. You're leaving from Shanghai. Frankly, yeah, I guess it could happen. Is it likely to happen? I don't think so. Like I say, I think in the event of a full-scale war of sort of China versus NATO, the thing is, for this to happen, you'd have to deny satellite tracking. How are you going to do that? No. I presume you could just overwhelm the situation locally, and for example, if you sail a major task force towards Hawaii as a feint, or towards Australia, you will tie up a lot of the satellite tracking in that area. Could you tie it all up? I don't know. You'd be lucky to, but yeah, I guess you might. I genuinely don't know, guys. Anyway, thank you for watching today's video. And like I say, Type 055s are making their way away. China, the absolute victor of today. Like I say, looking at, we've knocked out the Patriot. What you could do now even is, let's say that's average 400 knots. So in 8 hours, China could follow this up with another attack. Let's say an air-launched YJ-10. YJ-10 with air-launched cruise missiles. That's doable. That wouldn't be that hard for them. And, the YJ-10s, they're coming from China on a flying straight line 1,800 miles. Let's say they're doing 400 knots average speed, well, 500 knots freeze if my maths. Again, 4 hours. 4 hours flying time, and they're here. So you could very much, I will also add actually, one thing we haven't taken into account is that we think that is deployed to Guam. That is, at least on paper, a very capable air defense system. I'm not too au fait on it, but again, it is enough to mess your day up if you are a member of the USN. And I like that my last missiles are going to go and hit the bloody base laundry. Outstanding work, boys. Like I say, I'm not too sure which buildings it was, but it looked like these ones here. So, yeah. Like I say, it's a dumb little target to hit. But if you want to do something that's going to annoy people and knock their morale a bit, and it's also going to prove that any cruise missiles can attack Port of Guam now. Let's have a look. Oh, no. Okay, we'll just assume that we didn't just pummel the rest of NASAMS into just atomized oblivion. I do love those destroy textures though. That is good work there, CH. I definitely prefer his to the in-game ones or burnout textures. But there you go. It is what it is, I guess. But you could never have NASAMS dead enough. We'll pretend those hit the base laundry. And like I say, actually it is modelled. There it is. That's the base laundry. Oh no, it's off this one. So it's not modelled. It's a car park in this version of the game. It is what it is, guys. But it just goes to show, like I say, we've caused billions of dollars of damage. We've spent a couple of billion, but actually I think militarily we've severely impacted what the US could do in this part of the world. And just as a diagram of how I will follow this up. Actually, no, not a diagram of how I will follow this up, because I would have to run the entire simulation. And frankly, I've been here half an hour tonight. Respectfully, it's midnight. I'm off to go have a sip of something nice and some food and go to bed. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, don't forget to give me a like, subscribe to see more from me on a surprisingly regular basis. And we'll see you in the next video. Until then, guys, bye-bye.